What Finland is doing about Nigeria's complaint against Simon Ekpa, Finnish minister speaks. This is going to be quite interesting. The news in detail. The Finnish government said on Tuesday that it has started acting on the complaint by the Nigerian government against a Nigerian Finnish citizen Simon Ekpa, accused of leading brutal pro-Biafra secessionist campaigns in Nigeria's southeast region. Minister for Foreign Affairs of Finland, Alina Valtonen, said in Abuja, Nigeria's capital, during a press conference she addressed alongside her Nordic counterpart, that Mr. Ekpa's case is now before the Finnish courts. We have taken this up and discussed this with the Nigerian authorities, and the entire process is within our judicial system, Ms. Valterman said, informing the gathering that the issue came up during a meeting with the Nigerian government officials on Tuesday. She did not provide details of a legal process. However, for years, the Nigerian government has demanded drastic actions taken from the Finnish government and the European Union to stop Mr. Ekpa's fiery social media activities, fueling murderers, fueling killings and instability in Nigeria's southeast region. Ms. Valterman and her Nordic counterpart arrived in Nigeria on Monday to deliberate on peace and security and to promote trade and investment cooperation between her countries and Nigeria. Others with her on the first of its kind group visit of Nordic countries' top officials are the Minister for Foreign Affairs of Sweden, Tobias Billström, the Minister for Foreign Affairs of Iceland, Thordis Kolbrum, Rageford, then Thordis Kolbrum, the State Secretary for International Development of Norway, Boj Sanjeka, and the Undersecretary for Foreign Policy, Denmark, Ms. Eva Marie Frida Balos. The Nordic minister said they met with the Nigerian government and officials of the West African regional body, ECOWAS, on Tuesday. According to them, issues of insecurity, economic cooperation, education, trade and investment, and the rule of law, among other topics of shared interest, came up in the deliberation with the Nigerian government. Mr. Ekpa's case, which has strained the Finnish government diplomatic relationship with the Nigerian government, was also discussed, according to Ms. Valterman, who avoided mentioning the name of the Nigerian Finnish citizen. Despite not explicitly mentioning Mr. Ekpa's name, her description of a case pointed unmistakably to Mr. Ekpa, whose matter has created a fault line in the Nigeria-Finland diplomatic relationship. The matter has put Finland in a problematic situation of having to navigate the blurry line between Mr. Ekpa's right to freedom of expression and the criminality of his insightful social media activities leading to killings and other forms of violence in the southeast. Self-styled Biafra Prime Minister, Mr. Ekpa, self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic, government in exile, has claimed responsibility for attacks on security agents and anyone suspected of harboring sympathy for Nigeria. He gloats over such attacks as reprisal for what he described as the terror Nigerian security forces unleash on Biafra territory. From his abode in Finland, Mr. Ekpa pushes for extreme measures to actualize the secession of Nigeria's southeast region and parts of neighboring states as a sovereign Biafra nation, the agitation that prompted Nigeria's civil war between 1967 and 1970. His methods include the brutal enforcement of an illegal stay-at-home order on Mondays in the region, in addition to attacks on federal government institutions within the reach of brutal enforcers. Experts have come to terms with the full scale of the adverse economic impact of the stay-at-home order complied by the citizens out of fear of attacks. Mr. Ekpa has broken with the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, over the best approach to actualizing their shared goal of a sovereign Biafra. Now, the thing is, at this point, even majority of the Southeasterners would tell you that even Simon Ekpa is no longer. Thank God that they are coming to the realization that these people are not sitting at home for the fact that they're sitting at home. They're not enjoying it, because initially when they started it, they thought, okay, the government will hear, but it is not clear to them, say government no send the Southeastern region. They know someone wrong with share. It is only the politicians, you understand, amongst them, where we say, because of political interest, and go do their bidding. Anything aside that, it is crystal clear that the government no send the southeastern region. So from okay, now what we go do with this, we no go agree. From we no go agree, then they watch the government. Government no look their side. You understand? Then it now got to the point where we say, it now became a burden on them. And even when they wanted it okay, it's now a burden. Let us remove this, sit at home every Monday. What happened? These people no agree, then start to buy people. It got so bad that if you come up for house, you feel no come back. You come up for your house, your mind there for your oh God. You have your heart in your mouth. People will tell you that anytime they come out, they have their heart in their mouth. Why? Because now so their mind no go use touch ground until even when they enter their house. Many people started dying mysteriously. Many people started disappearing. You hear say they kidnap people. You hear say they don't buy people. A lot of things were happening in the southeastern region. Government no send them. Government no do it. No send their papa. So they don't come to that realization and say, this thing dey affect our economy. Imagine say other states, then they go their work, they go do their work. We go come outside, come say they sit down at home. So now, if the totori me say at least they don't go to that realization and they don't come outside, come do something about it. Is no longer rumored that they're sitting at home because they want to sit at home. It is now crystal clear that they're sitting at home because they no get option. If they come outside, wahala go dey. Nigerian government, you aim to bring Simon Ekpa to the zoo, will never see the light of the day. Fools and noisemakers. Okay. To me, the best advice is to divide the country. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Why couldn't they try him till date? Since how many years now? Looking on how to arrest Mr. Simon Ekpa, to me, it will bring more problems in addition to the ones on ground. True. You don't murder people because they said the truth. Rather, you listen to what they're pointing hands at and adjust. The Southeast politicians, they know the truth and they are not working on the truth. And that is why none of them would speak when Mazi Kanu is speaking. True. That is why most of them, their governors, they know, you go be like, say they respect their governors. Why? Because their governors know what thing they happen. They know the fight when they fight again, but their governors, because of their selfish interest and greed, those ones no go ever come outside, can't talk anything. Will be say no good for a year. The government should free Kano from detention and be wahala dey there and let the Biafra go peacefully. Nothing is working in this country now. Federal government, please, the one who na chop never reach. Let everyone go on his ways and create a better nation. I be waiting happen safe. Alright, on this note, you've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy.